Hello fellow 3D printers. I'm sitting next to the Bambu P1P. Today I will be replacing the stock P1P Hot End with the Bambu 0.6 Hardened Steel Hot End and Nozzle kit. Let's pop it open. Here you go, it comes in this little box. And on the side it says Hot End and Hardened Steel Nozzle 0.6. Inside the bag you've got the hot end with the nozzle, two screws, and thermal paste. The instructions also call for a Q-tip, so have one of those handy. You'll notice some considerable differences in how Bambu approaches the nozzle compared to those of you used to other machines where you're regularly twisting nozzles on and off. This nozzle is integrated into the heat block and connected to the heatsink via a thin metal tube. According to Bambu, this design allows the hot end to heat up much faster than regular hot ends, and this pre-assembled all-in-one design minimizes the issues that are caused by users swapping out the nozzles themselves. This particular hot end is rated for temperatures up to 300 degrees. So rather than replacing nozzles by unscrewing the old one and simply screwing in a new one, we will be changing these entire assemblies. I suppose how convenient and effective this is long term will depend on how well these hot ends and nozzles hold up, as I don't see this being something I'd want to have to do on an overly regular basis. The first thing we're going to do is squeeze the sides of the hot end cover and pop it off. It's held on by magnets. You can disconnect it, or you can simply just drop it behind the rail. To get started, we're going to use a 0.2 millimeter hex on these two screws. Please double check the size and the tool's fitment yourself. Next, we're going to work this assembly off. And pop off the two connections holding it in place. I did the connections last to help avoid dropping the hot end. We will now swap out the stock 04 for the hardened steel 06. To do that, we need to swap the guts of this 04, and the first stage of that process is to remove this fan. Removing the fan will expose the wiring underneath to the nozzle. Go ahead and work this silicone boot off the nozzle. Take your time. Be very gentle, please. And there you go. There's your nozzle. You will see there is a small clip around the nozzle. Squeeze it from the side and work it off. This clip may look familiar, because when you got your P1P, it came with some parts, one of which was a little bag with the clip inside that said, for hot end. But unless there's a problem, we'll just go ahead and put this one back on. We are now left with the thermistor exposed. We are simply going to pinch this wire and gently lift the thermistor out. We have now removed the 04 hot end and nozzle. If there was nothing wrong with your hot end or nozzle, put this somewhere safe so you can use it again in the future. And here is the star of the show, the 06 nozzle. You're going to get your thermal paste. And remember that Q-tip we needed earlier? You're going to get that too. You'll see the thermal paste bag has little tabs at the top. That's where we're going to open it. So we're going to put our fingers up there and we're going to squeeze it down. So all the thermal paste goes to the bottom of the bag. If you trust yourself to peel it open, go ahead and do that. If you don't, use your clippers and snip it open. Since I'm working on the Bambu bed, I'm going to take a piece of blue Scots shop cloth and work on that instead. we are going to locate the hole on your nozzle. That's where the thermistor goes. Take your thermal paste and squeeze it onto the nozzle. We're going to squeeze it onto the side with the hole and the side to the left of the hole. You can use your Q-tip or your finger or whatever to spread it around. And now we're going to break out our tiny little thermistor. I'm going to squeeze some paste onto the thermistor and onto this little white piece right here as well. Now we are going to be super gentle, and we are going to take this white piece and place it to the left of the thermistor hole. You will see that the wire lines up with the slot on the heatsink. You are then going to look for the little hole and place the thermistor in that little hole. With the thermistor in place, gently work the wire into the slot, and it should look like this. Don't worry if it's a bit of a mess, not a problem. Remember that clip from earlier? You're going to take the clip with the clip side facing up the nozzle, keep the thermistor in place, and slide it over the two pieces. Be very gentle. You will notice there is a lump in the clip that allows space for the thermistor wire. The clip is a pretty tight fit, so be gentle and just work it up until it gets about the midway point. You'll actually notice there is a stopper in the back to prevent you from going too far. Next up is the silicone boot. You will see there is a slot on one side that is to make clearance for the wiring. We will just take the nozzle and work it into that boot. You'll see how the hole clears the wiring, and this is what it should look like. Once that's taken care of, the final piece is the fan and its power cable. Place the original screws back in the fan. The fan is plastic, so be gentle. Don't break anything. And there you have it. The Bambulab 0.6 Hardened Steel Hot End and Nozzle is assembled. Let's put it on. Take these wires, all of them, gently work them out of the way, slide it behind these holes, and just gently work it up. Your kit came with 2 new screws that have a little bit of blue thread lock on them, so we'll use those. Whenever you're installing something like this, don't tighten it right away. It may cause the part to move and give you alignment issues, so get it just started, then start the other one, then mostly finish it up, then snug it up. You may notice, for example, on this part, if you put one of these screws in too far to start, the nozzle tilts a bit and you'll have trouble getting the other one in. So work them in gently and evenly. And of course, do not over tighten. There you have it, the nozzle's in place, and we will connect our wires. First thing you want to do, of course, is feed them behind this cheap little plastic clip. And then simply connect them to their respective ports. Line it up and push it in. Line it up and push it in. My cables love to pop off this little clip. You can try getting them back under, or just leave them be. Now that everything is reconnected, take your magnetic cover and simply pop it back on, and you're done. And there it is. We've replaced the P1P's stock hot end and nozzle and installed a new hot end with the Hardned Steel 0.6 nozzle. This is the same exact process whether you're replacing the hot end with the same hot end, replacing the nozzle with the same nozzle, or installing an upgraded hot end and nozzle. While it's quite a few steps, and I'm not terribly thrilled with having to go through such a process just to replace a nozzle, time will tell how well these hold up and how often we will have to go through this. You are on the 3D Rundown YouTube channel. I'm Greg Adventure, your instructor on 3drundown.com, and replacing or upgrading the stock P1P Hot End and Nozzle was today's adventure.